Hello everyone, I am Munichaitanya from IIM Trichy batch of 2022. I am doing this video as a part of my IEP submission. The topic that I will be explaining today is the impact of NPAs on Indian economy. The Indian economic crisis of 1990s fueled the need of World Bank and IMF loans, which led to remodeling and restructuring of banking system in India in the ways of Narsimhan Committee reforms. Among other things, the committee has also recommended to reduce non-performing assets, in short NPAs. So what is NPA? As we all know, non-performing assets or NPAs refers to a classification of loans or advances that are in defaults or in arrears. A loan is in arrears when principal or interest payment are late or missed. Previously, banks used to write off the bad debts as per their own decisions depending upon the health of the bank. But this committee prescribed a standard norm of provisioning NPAs. This committee has also classified the assets in different categories and rates of percentage of provisioning. So it has classified assets into categories such as standard assets, where no provision is required, and substandard assets, where 15% of provision is required, and some other categories with different provision rates. So, coming to the effects of NPA on the Indian economy, so due to the Provisioning Act of so the provisioning of assets in standardized form, the erosion of capital of banks started. Therefore, the concept of strong banks and weak banks emerged. So, for survival of weak banks, the government started recapitalizing the weaker banks. RBI and government started pressuring the banks to implement stringent methods, the recovery of the NPEs, and to improve their balance sheet. On critical analysis, it has been observed that majority of the portion of NPEs is contributed by several top industrialists. So, what are the reasons of rise of NPEs? Some are macroeconomic factors such as low exports due to global recession, downturn in commodity prices, etc. But most of the today's NPAs are from loans in mid 2000s when the economy was booming. But as economic growth stagnated post the global financial crisis of 2008, the repayment capacity of these borrowers declined. This led to what is called India's twin balance sheet problem, where both the Indian banking sector and the corporates are reeling under financial stress. Also, political factors like crony capitalism too has caused high NPS in India. Further, recently there have also been frauds of high magnitude that have contributed to rising NPAs. Although the size of frauds as compared to total volume of NPAs is relatively small, these frauds have been increasing and there have been no instances of high profile fraudsters such being penalized. So here are some of the corrective actions our government can take to arrest increasing NPAs. Banks must identify early that there is going to be a non-payment and report it to CRISIL. So banks has to evaluate borrower's civil score before lending. They have to use or compromise various settlement schemes. Use alternate dispute resolution mechanisms for faster settlement of dues, such as use of lok adalats and debt recovery tribunals. Banks has to actively circulate information of defaulters. They have to take strict actions against large NPA defaulters. Legal reforms such as implementation of IBC has already taken place by RBI, but these has to be strictly followed. And banks has to propose guidelines on willful defaults of frauds. Finally, RBI and government has to take some strict actions before it's too late. Thank you.